Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
So, hello everyone, welcome. We are back for another Talk Nerdy. Got a few topics to go over to include Stellar Blade, the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie coming out, Velma season 2, at least like the shock finale death. I haven't watched the first season, do not intend to give the show any clicks. But I had to pick this article because of the title, saying that it gives haters a reason to craven has been pushed back. Sorry, Trey, I didn't have time to really go all out with the goth look. Craven has been pushed back to December, if anybody at all cares about the Craven movie, given the fact that it does not come across as Craven at all. A couple of Doctor Who articles, or at least the very least, to talk about what the Star has been saying about people criticizing the show, telling us pretty much to go out and touch grass. And, well, if we have a problem with an actor other than a straight white male in the lead for the Doctor, then we must be basically not true fans.
Yeah, Mara, why don't you be a true fan?
I know. Well, I mean, in fairness to me, I've never watched a Doctor Who episode, so I wouldn't even call myself a fan. But at the same time, it's like the dust off the playbook, pretty much. Like you were never a real fan if you have a problem with this. And I'm like, the fact that the Doctor is a gay black man in the series is the least of the fucking show's problems at this point, according to what I've seen people talking about the series itself. Pretty much, it has nothing to do at all really with the casting. It has nothing at all to do with the fact that they made the Doctor gay or anything like that. It's everything to do with the writing, with the storytelling, with the inserting, insert here political, sociopolitical agenda.
Go touch grass. You know what? Go touch grass.
Yeah, you know what? I took my dog out, and technically I did touch grass when I was cleaning up after her. So I've been touching grass. So I do touch grass.
The people that tell you to touch grass are the ones that spend all day long on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Just arguing. It's like, bro, you go touch some grass.
I know. I'm saying it's like, these are the same people that, like, when they dogpile on you, like I said, I'll like put a tweet out, basically. Like, the last, I think, dogpiling session I encountered with these assholes was the fact that I pointed out that Godzilla was not trans, pretty much. That Godzilla is asexual at best, pretty much, because of such stupid fan art that someone did of Godzilla and Mothra. And they're dogpiling on me. And then I'll go to sleep and come back and respond to these little shitheads. And they're like, dude, we moved on. Like, really? 8 hours of fucking tweets responding to my posts? You've moved on?
That's so funny.
But it's like they're telling me to let to move on, and they're the ones that keep like coming after me. I'm like, whatever. Anyway, I do touch grass, so we all us normal.
The way Mara's such a pick me.
I know I am such a fucking pick me.
You pick me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't have my own opinion unless it goose steps to the feminazi crowd, pretty much, apparently. So obviously I'm a pick me girl if I at all criticize anything. So yeah, you can clip that and put it out sort of Mara admits she's a pick me girl.
Mara's such a pick me.
Yeah.
Why aren't you a girl's girl? You should be a girl's girl. Oh my god. Okay, look, I'm on TikTok way too much.
Yes, you are. You need an intervention.
I'm on TikTok way too much.
But before I say hello to the chat, we get into some of these topics. Steph, let everybody know what all you've been doing. And because I know the reason why I picked the Stellar Blade article is because you started playing that, which I'm honestly kind of surprised at.
Well, you know what? I had to. Okay. I had to. It is a beautiful, gorgeous, voluptuous woman. I mean, she's gorgeous. I had to support that. So yeah. And also, it's not, I mean, for me to say it's not that hard, it's not that hard to learn. Okay. I'm not saying the game is easy, but it's not hard to learn. So I'm actually enjoying it. There are a few parts where I got scared, a few jump scares, But for the most part, I'm having a lot of fun. And you know what? I support the boob. As leader of the boob cult, okay, I must support the boobas.
Yes.
Right? I have to support the women and their right to show off their boobs. I'm currently playing the game in my skin suit. I realize, and I do know that that removes her armor, so it's harder. So I'll probably put some clips on her later. But you know what? I had to do the skin suit. I had to do the skin suit for a while. But I'm enjoying the game.
I did tweet out that it's like at some point I am also going to be playing the game, but I want to hold off on purchasing it just for a little bit because I want to save up some money for an Eve cosplay outfit, and there's like none on my throne that I can put on my throne.
Why don't you create your own, or just
I'm not that creative with needle and thread.
All you have to do, Mara, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Buy a nude bodysuit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. A nude bodysuit and some black ribbon, and just put the black ribbon in the spots where she has the black parts, and there you go.
Well, we'll see, but it's going to be an Eve cosplay, like when I play it. So basically, Eve plays Stellar Blade sort of a situation.
Yeah. And you've done it, and I'm sure that the chat would, really support that nude looking cosplay. In fact,
I posted pictures and I was like, which way, Western man? And one of the cosplays was the skin suit, and I was like, and it was like number 3, so I see like a bunch of 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, like third picture.
That's all you have to do. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not black, it's gray. So you'll buy the skin suit and you'll put the gray where the gray parts are on her outfit. It is very simple. She even has like a little bit of jewels on there on the neck part. So you can even, if you really wanted to. Hell, you know what, Mara? I think I will make your skin suit for you.
like Steph started talking. She's like I see like the gears turning. Like how
I am like I'm looking at it and I'm like, dude, that would be so simple. Like a glue gun, some ribbon, and some jewels. I could totally do it.
She probably could, like, a lot better than me. I will say that.
I could totally do it.
I've never been creative in that regard. I would sketch, but I've never been like making my own cosplays or things like that. I'll put together my own cosplays if if it's like simple, but nothing with hot glue guns or needles or thread or anything like that. I've never gone that far.
Trey's like, stream that. Do you want me to stream myself?
Yeah,
Mara's skin suit.
Like
she'll
be going over my measurements as she's doing it. So Mara is a 36C here, so I can.
Soul Assassin says, "Hey, you could always just use paint." That is true.
Probably and get my Kick is a little bit more lenient than Twitch, so we'll see. But from the top, this is what I see. Trey says, "Hey, Mara and Steph, I'm ready for this lit discussion." Yeah. Gravy wants to talk Velma. Well, I do have a Velma article because apparently there's something that happened that makes the haters celebrate, according to the author. This is my Discord. I did break down and create a Discord server, and I'm going to be doing a watch party actually on my Discord later tonight instead of streaming, showing the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man, because all 3 are on Peacock. So I'm going to be showing the first movie tonight. Psychotic Mongoose says, "Hi, Mara and Steph and chat. Good to see you, Mongoose." Mr. Bentham let's go. Good to see you. Spirian, what is up? Sultan Al Fahim, good to see you. TD, hello. Says, "Hey, everyone. Good to see you."
Come on.
Heath Nation, talk nerdy to us. Home to the Turtle Princess and Lightsaber Queen. So thank you, Heath. So let's see. Making sure I don't miss anyone. If I miss anyone, I do apologize.
Gopher said, "Yes, that makes sense. Do it. The paint. Just paint yourself, Mara."
Yeah. Okay. That I could do. I'm like, anyone watching Knuckles on Prime? I have not watched the Knuckles show yet. So far, seen reviews, but I've not watched it yet. I've like, for the most part, I've seen like the people I've talked to have been enjoying it or like seen. But I haven't really been paying too much attention to it. But at some point, I will watch the Knuckles show just to see what it's like.
You doggo moved in the back.
So, hello, Lewis. Good to see you. Yeah, we are a little bit late. We were a little bit late.
How old is your dog, Mara?
She is 10.
Okay.
So she's 10, yeah.
Wendy.
Wendy.
Look at her little tongue. Look at her tongue. Hi. Every time I see her, I was just about to say, every time I see her, she's sleeping. But now she's awake. Look at the baby.
Yeah. See? Wendy. Say hello. Yeah. Yeah, she's hot. I have a fan blowing on her.
Aww.
So, Tara Crystal, hello. Good to see you. It's not easy being like having black fur in summer. Cappy Nova, hello. Mike Hill, hello. 2 more days until my birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Mike Hill. I have to remember to wish you a happy birthday on your actual birthday.
So 2 more days. So that is Tuesday. So on TikTok Tuesday, I will wish you a happy birthday. Happy early birthday, though.
I will do it. Just wasn't able to do it. Oh, God.
Because you were Romeo, you were throwing.
I would say tomorrow when I'm streaming Mass Effect, I will be in kind of like Rhea Ripley makeup.
I forgot. I can't reach it.
No, Craven is not released yet. It got pushed back to December. Jonathan Chesser, hello. Good to see you.
Oh, Jonathan Chesser.
Let's see.
So I ended my my Twitch and Kick stream before I was able to finish the Tusken Raider build. So look, there he is. Look,
cool.
Mara, look at my nails.
Yep.
Those are way too fancy for me, aren't they?
Did you? Okay, I can't like. Were those professionally done, or were they like?
Yeah, they were professionally done.
Okay.
Right? They're way too fancy for me. I can't pull that look off. Every time I look down at my hands, I get mad. I'm like, I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter with these nails. Here's my Tusken Raider. A little brickhead. Cool. Isn't he cute? My little brickhead. God, these nails piss me off.
I've never. I think the last time I ever had my nails,
you can be truthful.
No,
right?
I think that the last time I've ever had my nails professionally done was actually in 2007, and the reason why I remember it was 2007 is because I was deployed to Turkey.
Yeah,
and I went into like a salon with some other like ladies in, with like as part of my unit. So that's the last time I ever had every other time I've done it, I've done my own nails.
See, I've been getting my nails done because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself and, be all like cute and fancy with my hand. And so, but I usually only get nude. So like that color that's underneath the white, that's the whole nail. It's just a nude color.
Yeah.
I want the mannequin hands. All right. I want my hands to look my fingers to look really long. But then the lady was like, hey, why don't you try something different? You get the same thing every time you come in. You want to try this? And she did my pinky. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, do the whole thing. And I regret it. Because I'm just like looking at my hands like, God, this is way too fancy for me. I'm an imposter. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl that can pull this off.
Mark of Reality, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I didn't know you were on YouTube. Yes, I am. Mostly streaming now because of my schedule currently. But we'll get back into making videos. Just following you on Twitter because you were a fellow traveler dealing with SCW nonsense. Yes. We both have YouTube channels. So next week it'll be when Steph remembers, it'll be on her channel.
God, I swear to God, I'm Ask Mara every week. All I texted her today was yours.
Yeah, that she did your channel. I'm like, yes.
God damn it, girl.
Yep. And to those who just agree with Steph, support the Hooties. Yes,
that's right.
Let's see. Captain says boob save live.
I did. So I remember that it was on your channel because this morning on Kick, when I was ending the stream, I was like, Talk Nerdy starts it's on Mara's channel. I believe it's on Mara's channel. But then I said it starts in half an hour. When it started in like an hour and a half, I think. or in 30, and I was like, it starts in 30 minutes. It actually started like in an hour because I got the time wrong.
So at some, I love you, Steph, but at some point you will get the time and like the channel right.
I was talking to Teresa. Yesterday because she had her monetization stream.
Yeah.
And Teresa was like, yeah, Steph has Talk Nerdy every Friday at 12:30 Central Time. And I was just like, God, you know it better than I do. I was like, you know it better than I do. I never know what time the stream starts or whose channel it's on. She's like, I believe it's on Mars' channel at 12:30 Central. I was like, God damn it. I need to learn when my own stream is.
I don't
even know. And
I need to set a reminder for myself, like every Friday, to message you and saying, "Don't forget your channel. Don't forget my channel." Like every Friday, I gotta make sure. Like, don't forget.
And Teresa was like, "Well, I know because we have D&D on Sundays," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "I like doing it on Sundays. I like doing it on Sundays. It's better than Saturdays, honestly. I'm really enjoying it on Sunday now. Like just Sunday, 12:30. Let's get it done." And then I was like, yeah, I know. Because I know that the stream needs to start, winding down and ending when I see Mara's D&D mates come in the chat.
And go, like, Mara! The DM going, Mara. Market Reality, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Very much appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Karate Kid was also delayed until next year. As a result, I guess, I don't know if Craven, if it's because of Craven getting delayed or what, but Karate Kid was pushed back to next year, which I'm like, whatever, pretty much. But thank you also for becoming a member. War Machine 300, good. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, finally at the end of the chat. All right, so let's talk a little Stellar Blade real fast. Just because you've been playing it.
I mean, I've been playing it, but to be fair,
well, I'm saying, like, it's like this is like it's like
it took me like 3-4 hours to get through 30 minutes of gameplay because I got lost.
Well, yeah, I had to talk about, even though this is gaming news, I kind of had to talk about this because like you can give your impression of the game so far, pretty much, but prior to the game's release, the developer Shift Up, right, basically was promising players, oh, we're going to release this uncensored, we're not going to change anything, how basically how the game was for Asian audiences is going to be the same for Western audiences and so forth, and then they basically prostrated themselves before Sony because Sony stepped in and things like that. Shipped Up basically walked back their promise, and this is what I don't know if this article shows. This right here. This was in the original game.
Hard art, yes, that is actually in the physical copy.
Yeah, so you have to buy the physical copy and not update it to get this, pretty much. Because if you get it on, like the digital copy, and like anywhere, I think it's only through PlayStation right now. But if you get the digital copy, it will update it. So
yeah, here, let me share this.
Instead of that, it shows this. So crime. Not hard, crime.
Crimer.
So
yeah, so Phil is going through the game. He's playing the physical copy, Project Egg Roll, and he actually found it. Hold on.
Yes! I found it! There it is, chat. The hard R shop, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hard R.
Which is like stupid because it's basically just graffiti next to what the shop is called.
Physical edition of the game, so you don't have the stupid ass patched version.
Yeah.
You don't have the stupid patched version that the freaking hooray for racism.
Did you see this? Hold on, where is it at? Where are you at, sir? I fucking love his banner. It's so good. Cartman and Butters. I love his banner. This part, did you see this?
I think I have.
3 hours later.
That's it. That's all. It's so good. It's so funny. That has 3.2 million views.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
3.2 million views.
So, but like I said before the stream, I do have to dip real fast, chat, because I have to help my family with something. So Steph can give her impressions of the game. Like I'm going to be playing it at some point. My guys, cooks, yes. Hard R is not a real thing. It's on like people like basically like again like this right here. It's just graffiti, and the shop name is R pretty much. So that's all it is. But people were like, hard R. That's like that's racist. That's just racist. Hard R. I'm like, motherfuckers. You use those words all the fucking time on Twitter, and that, like you're. But in the game, it upsets you. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna dip just for a little while, chat. I'll be back. But Steph can go over her, I guess, impressions of the game while I'm gone. Let you go know if it's worth it or not. Yeah, pretty much. So.
It's worth it. There you go. Done. Yeah. Let's talk about Mara while she's away. Okay. We need to talk about Mara. Chat. What do you guys think? Should she just use paint, or should I make her skin suit? All right. Yeah, Phil just showed us why it's worth it. Like 100%. I really like the game. I'm having a lot of fun with the game. It took me a while, right? It took me a while to get used to it. I haven't played on a PlayStation controller in a while. So I'm so used to the Switch controller, but I really like it. I'm having fun. The game is good. I think I'm playing normal mode, so I'm just exploring. I'm getting lost a lot, but I don't know. Why are you treading zombie unicorn territory with paint? I'm glad I got the physical disc. Yeah, so am I. The guys at when I went and bought it though, they were like, "Is this for you?" I was like, "Yeah, it's for me. I'm gonna play it." They were over at GameStop. They're like, "Oh, okay." So, but no, I like the game. It's good. Okay, so let's see. Yes. It was fun watching you. Hey, fun. They both work. Paint with geeks and gamers eyes. Let's see. Do both? I think I'm gonna make Mara her skin suit. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because she has to get creative with it. If she can't do it, then I will do it for her. That was you on normal? Yeah, that was me on normal. Anyways, I like the game. I like the graphics. I think it's really nice. It's nice and clear. Excuse me. I haven't gotten very far in the game. I haven't gotten very far in the game at all. So I think that this question is better suited for like X-ray girl or Az because I haven't progressed enough. It took me like 3 or 4 hours to get through 30 minutes of gameplay. The gameplay that I got through though was fun, right? Every single boss that I came up with first try, like it was so easy. Am I finishing it? Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna finish the game. If it gets too intense, then I'll probably switch to Animal Crossing, but I'm definitely 100% gonna finish this game. Mara just said she has to go help. Like I have no idea how long she's going to take, and I also can't control the StreamYards. Like she stuck me on the hard R. I can't share anything with you guys. I can't do anything. I have to visit her and get her measurements. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because I wanna go and visit Mara. If it gets scary, Steph's gonna quit it. Hey, I got through the full Resident Evil game. I also still need to play Dead Space as well because someone wanted me to play it. So, did I finish Hogwarts Legacy? I did not. I have to finish that game too. I haven't finished Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know if I'll ever finish Hogwarts Legacy. We can turn up the resolution and zoom in on your rectangle. Alien Isolation. Yeah, that's another game that I need to play. I need to play a lot of games. God damn it, Mara. When is she coming back? You know what? I'm getting hungry too. But Mara lives on one of the 137 blackout spots on Google Maps. Yeah, I can't. Resident Evil Village. I don't even. That's the one with like the really tall lady, right? I really want to play GTA. I want to play GTA. That would be so much fun. I want to play GTA. Spirian just made breakfast. Yummy. Yummy. I don't know what to talk about. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy, you guys. Have I started following the yellow spots on still? No, I haven't. I will though. Here's the problem. See, this is the problem. And I was talking to X-Ray about it this morning too. For whatever reason, I had an issue before I even started. So I think my new my PS5, it did something to my old Elgato. Like it I don't know, it fried it. Like it couldn't handle it. So I was actually gonna play like 2 or 3 hours earlier when I played Stellar Blade and I was setting everything up and it wasn't showing up. Like it completely just like fried it. It was broken. So I had to go and buy a new Elgato. And then when I came back, I realized that my computer had a built-in Elgato. So I tried it. I tried doing that. That way I was like, oh, cool. I could just return this one that I bought. And for whatever reason, it was working, right? Because I played the game, I streamed it, but I couldn't get it to like project the image onto the game onto my monitor. So I was playing it through Streamlabs. And the reason I wasn't doing very well is because I'm a terrible gamer. But on top of that, I was making it hard for myself by streaming it that way because like that's how X-Ray Girl streamed it the first time, and there's like a little delay through Streamlabs if I play it like that. So I have to figure out how to get it to work on my monitor. I think I told that issue to Jay Hailstorm, so he's gonna help me. He's gonna help me play or fix that issue. If it doesn't fix the issue, like all of his stuff, then I'm going to have to open up this new Elgato that I bought and just eat the money that I spent on it. So Steph robbing hookers would be hilarious. I want to do like, yeah, I want to do a GTA. That would be funny. That would be really funny. I don't even know what Red Dead 2 is or Yakuza. I told you guys, if you send me the game, I will play it. Send me the game, I'll play it at least once. So I have to play Dead Space because someone sent me Dead Space. Like if you send me the game, I'll play it at least once. Have I? Okay, so but long that's why I haven't started following the yellow spots because I can't see them. I don't know where they're at. I can't see them. When I was playing the game the other night, I was literally like looking at a screen like that big, and I was my camera space was taking up a bunch of that screen. So what I was seeing in the game, that's the same thing you were seeing. That's how I was playing it. So Red Dead is fantastic. Well, maybe, I don't know. I've never played it. I don't know. Red Dead 2 is fun. It's fun. It could use a serious update to increase the map size 15 times over, but fun. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh man, I was actually watching Ryan play that game. I was watching, I think, Jay Hailstorm play that game, and another person. Who else was it? Someone else was playing that game. I watched all of their walkthroughs, or like I watched them play that game. Oh, it's so awesome. It's such a pretty game. I liked watching them play it, but yeah. It was so good. It was so good. I really enjoyed watching them play. There was another one. There was another game. There was another game that I was watching. I think I watched Ryan play it with where he had like an alligator in it. Like he had like a pet alligator. I don't remember what that game was, but I would see it and I would like laugh at it. It was such a cool game. Sea of Thieves. Oh yeah, I do want to play Sea of Thieves too. I can't remember what that game was. I'm just here waiting on Elder Scrolls 6. Well, I don't. Oh, that was Far Cry. Okay, that's Far Cry 6. Okay, I like that game too. I like watching other people play these games because it's just like I'm not a incredible gamer. I'll watch you play it though. But I'll make an attempt. Yeah, I'll play any game that you guys send me. I will make an attempt. If you send me the game, I will make an attempt to play the game. I think where are they? I still need to play Metroid Dread because gaming sent me Metroid Dread, so I still need to play that. I still need to play Metroid Dread. Champo. Oh, is that his name, Champo? I don't know why I thought his name was Taco. I don't contact Wicked and play with her and Jay. Yeah, I would like to play Sea of Thieves. I wouldn't mind. The game looks fun. Like I'll lurk in a bunch of chats or in a bunch of streams for Sea of Thieves, and I'm just like, that game looks like so much fun. That game looks like so much fun. I don't know why I thought the alligator's name was Taco. Why did I think it was Taco? Man, I want some tacos. I'm gonna order. Let's order some food. I want some tacos. I'm gonna order some tacos. I'm gonna order tacos. Where the fuck is Mara? You know what? Hold on. I know. Where the fuck did Mara go? Where did she go? When it comes out, I'll send you Squirrel with a Gun. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Guapo. That was his name. Guapo. Oh, his name was Guapo. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was Taco. Teresa. Hi. I don't know why his name was Taco. It was Guapo. That's right. It was Guapo. It was so funny. Like when I was watching him play the game, he would always talk in like, or try and talk in like this thick, come on, bro. Come on, Guapo. He would always talk like that when he was playing it. It was so funny. Oh man, I need some tacos. I need some tacos. Guapo. Yes, that was the gator's name. Guapo. Let's see. You know what? I want some. I'm going to order some. I don't know where the fuck Mara went. She left me here with no way, absolutely no way to control the screen. You know, she could have at least let me have control of StreamYards. I can't even do that. I can't share my screen. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing but talk to you guys. So let's talk more about Mara's skin suit. Right? Geez, I was even gonna like go to Amazon and share what I would buy for Mara. Let's see. Amazon. We have to buy Mara's skin suit. Okay. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it for her. Let's see. We need a nude what? Nude bodysuit. There it is. Nude bodysuit. Let's see. Oh, this one's perfect. Boom. I already found it. I found it. Mara, I found it. All right, so we're gonna need this. I'm guessing Mara's like what, a small or a medium? Let's do that size just in case. Dude, I'm gonna make her look so naked. Add to cart. Now I need some jewels. Actually, I think I already have some jewels that I can put on there. I need to look up a picture of Eve. All right, Eve skin suit. Images. Why didn't Mara let you stream today's show? It's her turn. We take turns. So it was on my channel last week. So it's on her channel this week. We take turns. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What am I gonna need now? Gray. I'm gonna need some gray shiny ribbon. I'm gonna make, I'm doing this for you guys, okay? I'm doing this for y'all. I'm gonna make her skin suit and I'm gonna make her wear it. 5/8 inches. 1 inch ribbon. 1 inch. 1 inch should be good. I think 1 inch. Someone clip that. That's the perviest thing you've ever. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. 1 inch silver gray. This looks good. This ribbon. Let me check. Yeah, I think this ribbon would work. Add to cart. I wonder if I should get like a 1/2 inch as well. I'm gonna make her look so naked. Oh. Oh no, you're absolutely right. Since I'm looking up skin suit stuff, yeah, my internet is gonna be flooded with stuff like that. Shit. Damn it. My search results. Should I do 1/2 inch ribbon? There's 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Let me see her skin suit again. Yeah, maybe I should do like a 1/4 inch too. Add to cart. And then she has like, oh, this is a better picture of it. Oh my God. It does look black though, doesn't it? Maybe let me do gunmetal. That would be a better, not silver, gunmetal. So let's do gunmetal color. Gunmetal. Yeah, I think this would look a lot better on the skin suit. Okay, so let's do this 1 inch ribbon. This would look perfect, actually. Buy 2, save 18%. Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna buy 2 and save 18%. Let's see. Delete that one and delete that one. We're gonna do gunmetal.
So hello.
All right. It's about fucking time. Where the hell have you been?
So.
I'm dying over here.
Family duties.
About fucking time, Mara.
So I am back.
I'm shopping for your skin suit.
You know what? The site I found it on is a typical site that I use. Generally purchase my cosplays off of. And
No. I'm making it for you.
Well, I know that. I'm saying, but the skin suit I found when I posted the picture was like $178.
Oh.
So.
Ooh, this already has one.
All right.
Mara.
So we have not talked about the olive oil yet and its benefits for boobies, apparently.
I'm going to make you look so naked. Should I, Mara, what do you think? Should I stream the skin suit what do you call it? Like me creating your skin suit? Should I stream it?
If you want, that'd make for an interesting stream. That would very much make for an interesting stream. And I would have to get you my measurements. At least make sure that the skin suit is like.
I just need to know if you're a small, medium, or large. I put medium.
Well, I need to see the measurements to see. Because sometimes, like, this is weird. Based on my height, I would be a small, but because of my proportions, I'd be like a medium. It's like the sizing is weird. That's why I would need to see kind of like, oh, if you're a medium, like, you know, it's like this breast size, like, you know, basically this breast chest size, this waist size, and things like that. So
you're making it too complicated now.
As someone who's purchased multiple and gone like cosplays, it is fucking complicated. And I've shown that my chat can back me up. Trey's like, I've seen it, like, you know, Gravy D has seen it, like when I've streamed and I've shown them, like, you know, like look at this, like what I want to order, like look at these measurements, like based on this I'd be this, but based on this, and it's in they don't believe in inches, they believe in centimeters. Do I have to do fucking conversions to figure it out?
Look, I'm just gonna get you a small.
So all right. Here, I'll just like put in the private chat. Okay, I'm this boob size. My waist is about this. And my hips are about this.
Ooh, I have Mara's measurements, y'all.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
So just to give you a little perspective, yes, I gave her my measurements.
I have her measurements. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Waist. Oops, I went to the wrong screen. Waist. Okay. 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 Oh, I have Mara's measurements. I have them.
And of course, Gravy measures himself in centimeters, so because it makes things seem bigger. All right. While she's looking at that, chat, who's excited for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Because actually, the second trailer did kind of. I don't want to say I'm hyped for it, but it did pique my interest. Did you watch a second trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine?
The new one, the one that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did that one pique my interest? Like the first one was like kind of meh. I was like, okay, I'm chances are I'm going to see this, but I'm not going to break my neck to go see it necessarily. I'm still kind of like on the not going to break my neck to see it, but the second trailer, I was like, okay, I did enjoy this. And let me make sure. Let me close this tab because I have so many tabs open right now. That according to the director, it's like you doesn't need any prior MCU knowledge. You don't have to do MCU homework before seeing Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters, according to the director. But at the same time, it's like, don't they include that what's that organization called again? The one that controls time that was introduced in the movie? Yeah, the TVA. Don't they have those guys? So unless you kind of have seen the MCU, at least in that regard, don't you have to know what they do?
Yeah, see that's what I would think. I would think that you would have to have some previous knowledge of the TVA, who they are, what they do, and how they operate. So like if you don't know who they are they going to reintroduce them?
Yeah, that's
but like I think they're trying to say that so that way they can get people. One of two things might happen. Okay, either they're just saying that to get people in seats. Like, don't worry about it. You don't have to do all of this homework before you come and watch Wolverine and Deadpool. You can watch it as a single movie to get people to believe that that's actually true. When in reality, like if you don't know who some of these characters are, you might not necessarily be lost, but you'll be missing a whole lot of context, right?
Yeah.
Or what they're saying is actually true, because they're going to get rid of everything. Like Deadpool and Wolverine's probably going to, could
Reset the
potentially
timeline. Sort of
wipe
situation.
the slate clean, reset everything, and now they're starting from scratch. So you don't need to know anything because we're going to start all over. So like that's that you can look at it one of two ways.
Yeah, which technically Warner Brothers could have done with the Flash movie, with the not only with the Flashpoint storyline, but because he's creating those multiple timelines, they could have done that and as a reset for their own movies. Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda. And so if Marvel's doing this, I mean, it is what it is. They're comic book movies, and comic books have been doing this for a long time. So it's not like it's anything new where it's reset, created a different universe, and created a whole new storyline for certain characters. So I'm like fine with it in that regard. But at the same time, it's like they're still releasing movies are they in phase 5 now? I don't know. But like there was like news that came out. I guess they're still releasing the Blade film. Or at least their plans to still release the Blade film as part of their like the new phase they're in. So it's like if it's a reset, it doesn't make any sense for them to be releasing any more movies unless this reset changes where those movies are heading pretty much. So
and yes, we're in phase 5. I think phase 6 is like where we're supposed to have like the Fantastic Four and all those movies. But yeah, phase 5 got through phase 4.
Yeah, which I like that's what this article is saying. Like you don't need, I guess, extensive, according to the director, MCU knowledge. Gets a new mission in the MCU multiverse, as well as an introduction of a previously unseen incarnation of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. It says, presumably, Levy means that Deadpool and Wolverine will adequately explain the TVA without the need to touch on anything that happened in Loki. Because as I was saying, like it's like they'd have to do that because TVA was introduced in another MCU project. So, and the movie's primary antagonist is Cassandra Nova. And for those who don't know who she is, she's in one of the X-Men storylines. She is the twin of Professor X. And I guess she tried to kill him while they were still in the womb. Failed, obviously. So, and she's a villain. Another thing, according to Rob Liefeld, supposed to have an unbelievable and mind-blowing post-credit scene confirmed by the Deadpool creator. So, could that also tie into possibly a reset in the timeline? So, I
think they're gonna reset it. That's what I think. I think they're gonna use it to reset everything because they've made so many fucking mistakes. They just let everything get so out of control. And the fact that they're losing so much money, the fact that nobody gives a shit anymore, there's just way too much. I think that their biggest mistake is that they put they put so much into Disney Plus, right? What could be condensed into like maybe an hour and a half movie was heavily like expanded to, episodic TV shows, which didn't work. Like, I mean, it got people talking at first because people were like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Let's see what we got. What do we got? What do we got? And then once you spent so much time, I don't want to say you spent this much time, but once you wasted your time watching She-Hulk, that's when like there was this huge pivot with people. There was always a big pivot, right? There was always like this slow pivot with Marvel fans who were staying on board with everything that Marvel was putting out, and they were trying to see like, well, this was shitty, but this was pretty good, right? The good and the bad of all of these episodes, of all of these TV shows. But when She-Hulk came out, that show was just fucking bad. So that's when the pivot took a huge just 180. People just completely turned their backs on Marvel and they were just like, yeah, you're feeding us shit. This is shit. This is garbage. Everything that you're putting, it's garbage now. So that whole thing of like, there's good and bad to these TV shows just went to, okay, I'm just seeing more of the bad now. Like, screw these TV shows. They're such a waste of fucking time. And she left again.
Yeah, I agree. Civil War should not have happened so soon in the MCU, especially because it wasn't an actual war. It's basically a fist fight on the tarmac and at an airport. Because Civil War should have been at the very least a trilogy of movies.
Yeah.
Which would have set up the phase which would have introduced Thanos. So that's what the Civil War should have been, because of how extensive it was and the fact that actual superheroes died. Like, one of the superheroes actually died in giant form. So there's actually like a page where they had to show like they're buried in a massive grave because of how big he was. Because he was dead, he couldn't return to his like normal size.
Mm-hmm.
And they own X-Men now. They own Fantastic Four, and it's pretty much. Yeah, but like, there's a lot that they should have done. They rushed some storylines. Civil War was pretty much Avengers 2.5. Anyway, but yeah, I'm still relatively looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm
July
looking forward
26th.
to it.
July 26th.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of looking forward to it. It doesn't come out till July 26th, so we should hopefully be getting another trailer before then.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. I've always enjoyed Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and I've always look at Dogpool.
Yeah, I know.
I love Dogpool, and I've always really enjoyed Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Like that casting.
He was born to
perfect
play
for him.
Deadpool.
He was born to play Deadpool. It is perfect for him. Yeah. I fucking love Dogpool. So cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie just because of those two guys. Honestly, like that's it. That's it. I'm just, I'm just banking on those two guys putting in a really good performance as these characters that they were both really born to play. So
yeah,
but also you have like the Marvel. Honestly, you have the Marvel stink around it. So I'm wondering, Marvel is definitely banking. Yeah, they're banking on these two characters, on these two actors to save the franchise. Like when they announced that, because Hugh Jackman was retiring. He was retiring from Wolverine. He wasn't coming back. Like that was it. He had his swan song and it was perfect. It was beautiful. So, that's why they have to, that's why like when they announced that he was coming back, I was like, oh man, they must be desperate because this man didn't want to play him anymore.
No. So, and in some regard, it kind of does cheapen his swan song because like they're bringing him back. But I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm willing to give it a chance because Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have pretty much been the ones selling Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
With their like little rivalry, basically like between the actors and so forth. They're the ones that have been like really selling this movie.
Yeah.
So
and you know what? Ryan Reynolds is it's exceptional at marketing. Like he's really good at marketing whatever he's in. So it'll work. It's going to work. Like this movie is going to make a lot of money. They're trying. Yes, Mr. Toxicity and like Trey they're trying to get back RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. Yeah, they're trying to bring back the Holy Trinity. Like Chris Hemsworth is still in. He's still playing Thor. So they're trying to bring back their Holy Trinity because Robert Downey, Iron Man died. Chris Evans is really old, right? He's Joe Biden now. Yeah. So like they're trying to bring them back because they're failing. All of these new characters. It's so funny that these new characters that failed in the comics are failing in live action. What do you know? They put all of their faith, hopes, and dreams and money on, banking on, diversity and all of that, people latching onto those characters, but they didn't realize that, by making them overpowered, because they are. I'm sorry, Captain Marvel was the first one. Like, she is extremely overpowered. Everyone is nobody earned anything. These characters that people fell in love with had years and years and years of people going through them, through trials and struggles,
Wolverine,
and
for example, right there.
they've earned the
Wolverine.
respect that they that they died with, right? Because Iron Man died. That was a huge thing that happened. They've earned that. They've
And right
earned
here on the screen,
respect.
Wolverine
These
earned that
people-
respect. Hugh Jackman earned that respect playing Wolverine
Yeah,
because
he earned it. The
his
ones
character
that
grew.
they're bringing in, they're not earning anything. They're just being handed everything. That's why they're handed the torch. They are being handed everything. They're not earning shit. Everything is just handed to them and better, right? Because they're better than the previous person who played this part. They're better than the superheroes that they're being taken over. In fact, they're not just better, they're teaching them lessons. So they're being taught something while handing over the torch. Okay. And people can't latch on to that. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is a perfect person. Everybody has flaws, including these previous characters. They all had flaws. They all had to push through struggles. And people latched onto those struggles. They latched onto those flaws. They knew that they were imperfect people, but they're doing something greater that's more important than themselves, right? So like that's what people latched onto. These other characters are just perfect. And who latches onto perfection? Nobody, because you're not perfect. But the people that are latching onto these characters, you know what they are? They're very narcissistic people who think that they are the main character in their own lives, right? They don't believe that anything that they say. They are, oh, I'm going to do everything. They are social justice warriors, right? Who can do no wrong, who are completely self-infatuated and narcissistic. Those are the type of people that are latching onto these new characters. Regular, normal people who realize that we have flaws, who realize that we have our demons, have things to conquer. Normal people won't latch onto those characters because they're just good because they're good. They're just perfect because they're perfect. They can do no wrong.
It's literally
there's nothing to improve in those types of characters. So why should I even care about them?
Yeah, well, it's literally like Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way. So it's like, I'm like, no offense to Mary Poppins. I grew up watching that movie, but at the same time, it's like, no, like you pointed out, no one's perfect. Like, people might think they're perfect, but no one is. And that's what draws us to these characters. Spider-Man was never perfect. Batman sure as hell was never perfect.
Right.
I mean, hell, like he was psychologically damaged, but he still loved Gotham enough to create the tech, don the suit, and protect the city, protect the innocent civilians from the criminals. Deadpool, right there. Like Logan was never perfect. Deadpool was never perfect. He's literally called the Merc with the mouth, pretty much. He was a mercenary. He's never really a good guy. He just kind of like became an anti-hero of sorts, like a good guy of sorts. But he himself was never perfect. And that's why these characters have had the longevity in comics that they've had. Because of that, because they are well fleshed out characters. They're tested. Sometimes they're found wanting. But whenever they're found wanting, they actually work to correct that, to better themselves, not to be perfect, but just to better themselves.
Yeah,
Blade sure as hell was never perfect.
Yeah, it feels like Marvel now, instead of taking the time to build these characters, to actually give them to write them in a way that gives them a huge arcs, right? Iron Man had 3 movies, Captain America 3 movies, Thor 4 movies, right? And then not only did they have those, but they also appeared in other people's movies. They also had the Avengers movies. There was so much time and care and planning with their characters and their storylines that right now it feels like Marvel just doesn't have the patience anymore. Right? What happened in phase 1, 2, and 3 with these characters happened in a single phase with these brand new characters, right? They rushed everything. So there was no time and care and effort to even try to go through anything with these new characters. They just gave them to you, gave them the powers of all of these other superheroes, and said, here, this is the new one. Enjoy it. Like, here, you have to, right? You've enjoyed these characters. Well, this one is this character, but better. Here you go. Here you go. Take it. Right?
Yeah. Iron Man to Ironheart.
And there's nothing there. There's no substance. There's no substance to these characters. They're just, okay, they gave them to us. Race swapped or gender swapped, right? And they told us, here, it's this character but better. Okay, this character but better. And it's like, no, thank you. I spent a lot of time with these characters, and I like these characters because you've invested so much time in these characters, and your time isn't invested into these newer characters. Like, literally, there's no time invested in these new characters because they gave them to you. They told you that they're perfect. Or they had another character, right? Or they had another character tell you in the movie, I like this one. I like her. How many times has a character like, another character told another character in the movie, it's really meant for the audience. Like, hey, I like this one. I approve of her, so should you.
Yeah.
Right? It's always from a character that like you've latched onto, you have history with. That's the character that always delivers this line, right? Oh, I like her. I like this one. Hey, I like her. I think you should give her a try. Let's bring her along. I like her. It's their way of saying, like, I'm approving this character, so you should like her too. Okay, I'm giving my stamp of approval on this character. It's so annoying.
It really is. It really is. Like there's like so many characters that they've ruined so far that this movie's pretty much Marvel banking on drawing butts to seats and kind of saving the brand of sorts, but it's not.
It would honestly be a bold move if they really did just reset everything. It would be a bold move for Marvel, but at the same time, it would be like as I think like as if you're a Marvel fan, and you're not enjoying anything that they've been putting out, especially in this final phase or in phase 4, then you would breathe like a sigh of relief. Like, okay, good. Now we can start over. Don't fuck it up this time. Don't make the same mistake twice.
Which I cannot trust Disney and Marvel to do, pretty much. But we'll see. We'll see with this like third movie. I did like the second trailer. I do want to see a third one. I do like the back and forth between Wolverine and Deadpool. I think Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman really sell. Like they're pretty much those characters, and they really sell that little like antagonism between these characters. But we'll see.
Yeah, they play off of each other really well.
Yeah. So, Hulk was one of the early ones they very much ruined. Black Widow is far from perfect. So, but yeah. So anyway, I find it interesting that they're they're coming out like early on, relatively early on, and revealing this movie's going to have a post-credit scene. Normally they don't, and they kind of like let that be like a surprise reveal.
It's not even a surprise. Like, it's expected at this point, right? It's expected that you're going to sit down and wait for a post-credit scene and an end credit scene.
So, but
they revealing it now is just getting you a little bit more hype for the movie, making it seem like, oh, you have to stay. It's extremely important. But, you've been so burned so many fucking times. Sometimes staying through it. Like, it's just whatever.
I think... Michael's time. I do kind of also think there's just a little bit of superhero fatigue. But most of it,
I don't think there's superhero fatigue. Give me all of the superhero. There's no superhero movie fatigue. I could put in. I could watch a superhero movie every single day that I love, right? Because I love these movies and I love superheroes, and I could watch it all the time. And because these movies are great. It's the fact that we're given bad superhero movies. It's not fatigue. It's just terrible writing and terrible storytelling. I don't think that there's superhero fatigue. I could watch a superhero movie every day if I wanted to.
I think amongst normie audiences, just a little bit of fatigue. But most of it, like I said, it's like just a tad, but most of it is
But I
They
think that
want
if
they
you
want to
put-
be they
if
want
you
to be
put-
entertained. They want to be
if you
entertained.
put like Endgame on, right, or Infinity War in a normie's house, if you put it on, I'm pretty sure that they would sit down and watch the movie. If you put on a really good superhero movie, I'm pretty sure any normie would sit down and watch the movie. They wouldn't be like, oh, I'm so sick of superhero movies. I don't want to watch that. Like, no, I'm pretty sure they would sit down and watch a good superhero movie if you were to put it on. Right. So like even a normie would be like, yeah, I loved that movie. I want to go home and watch it. Like they would sit down and watch a superhero movie if you put it on, a good one, not a bad one.
Well, speaking of bad ones, I did do a watch party of Batman and Robin. So
I love Batman.
that's like so bad it's good.
Yeah.
One.
Guilty pleasure.
Seeing it in theaters, possibly going to see, especially if it has a post-credit scene, because when you watch your special copy online, typically it'll end before the credits actually roll, so you miss the post-credit scene. So if there is a post-credit scene, we would have to pretty much see it in theaters for that. For that reason alone. Otherwise, like, we miss whatever that big reveal would be. So,
you know what I just finished watching? Finally, I told myself I'm gonna go see this movie in theaters. Never got around to seeing it in theaters, and then it came out on streaming. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch that movie. I never got around to it, and I finally watched it, and I watched it twice because I loved it so much. Is the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I have not watched that yet. But
my God, Mara!
Mainly because actually, I'm the big D&D player here, the D&D person, because it's based on 5th edition, and 5th edition is fucking shit.
Oh, but it's such a good movie. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so good. I think
maybe at some point I will watch it, but I'm not exactly going to break my neck to watch it.
I think you'll like it. I watched it twice in a row, like back to back. Just in case I missed something the first time, I watched it again. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think you'll like it.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna close those to our tabs so I don't.
I think there's a few parts in it. There's a few parts in it where I can see you laughing at the movie. The
new movie that came out with Chris Pine
and Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, so not with one of the Wayans brothers. No, not that movie. That is a guilty pleasure movie for me. That movie sucks. It's objectively bad, but it's a guilty pleasure movie for me. That D&D movie with Marlon Wayans. I can't remember who the lead actor is. Like, I can see him, but I can't remember the lead actor's name. And Jeremy Irons is the bad guy. So that one's a guilty pleasure for me. But you know what? Let's talk Doctor Who real fast. Let's talk Doctor Who, because apparently, if you complain about Justin Whalen, thank you. I was like, I could see the guy's face, but I could not remember his name. Because if you complain about the new Doctor Who series in any regard, you're obviously not a real fan. So this is the first article, basically. He's telling. So basically, in this lead actor, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his fucking name. But the lead actor, the new Doctor, is telling critics of his casting to go and touch grass, please, for God's sake. Go and touch grass. Go and touch grass. Yes. He's telling people. So here's the quote. By imploring them to go and touch grass. Let me see if they have the entire quote. Okay, it's basically pressed by Schaefer, basically Variety's Ellie Schaefer, and I have the Variety article up as well. As to whether he had anything to say to those individuals who took with his casting, it should be noted that while some did object to his appearance in the role on racial and sexual identity grounds, an overwhelming majority of the criticism was based on the fear that Gatwa's existence as the first non-white Doctor would lead to the series curving away from sci-fi adventures in favor of hardcore sociopolitical preaching, which is the biggest criticisms I've seen of not just this season, not just this current season, but the previous season when they brought in a female Doctor. Like, no one really fucking cared that it was a female Doctor. Like, they did have maybe issues with it because of deviating that far away. But at the same time, it's like no one really cared that much as a female doctor. What they disliked was the socio-political preaching in the storylines. So they were complaining about that, and they're further adding the preaching in this storyline. And you have the 15th Doctor declaring, "Don't watch, turn off the TV, go and touch grass, please, for God's sake." Pretty much. And they ruined the show so bad that they even brought David Tennant's Doctor back to try to save it.
Yep. Did it work? Nope.
No, it didn't work. It didn't work because they ruined David Tennant's Doctor also. But they brought his Doctor back because his Doctor is probably, I would hazard to say, probably the most loved, along with Matt Smith's Doctor. Pretty much, probably the most well known and the most probably like the best loved in terms of recent Doctors amongst Doctor Who fans. So they brought him back to try to save it. And I don't know nothing about Doctor Who either, other than like you have he's not human, so you have a different Doctor every season, or you'll go through different Doctors and so forth, pretty much. But he's telling people to go touch grass. But here,
that type of stuff is like, dude, you're the new Doctor. You're being introduced, right, to the fans of Doctor Who. Okay, this is you. You're making your debut as the new Doctor Who Doctor, and your first act as your first act is to attack said fans of the show that you are now in, that you were starring in, right?
Yeah,
that's your first act, is to attack those fans.
Yeah,
and tell them to go touch grass.
Go touch grass.
Don't you want them indoors watching your show?
And
telling them like not to watch. If you don't, also telling them if you don't like it, don't watch it. Didn't he say something like that too? If you don't like it, don't watch it.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Yeah, turn off the TV. Go out, touch grass. Pretty much. It's the same thing.
Don't you want them watching your show? Shouldn't you be talking about how much of a Doctor Who fan you are? How, as a fan of Doctor Who, you can relate to those fans of the show, to those passionate fans who Henry Cavill did say it correctly, right? He did have the best answer because he is a true fan of a lot of these properties. And he's like, fans are passionate. Yeah. They're passionate about something, and you have to you respect that. You have to respect that passion, right? So shouldn't he have just said something like, well, I respect how passionate these fans are about Doctor Who, and you know what? I'm going to do my best to give them a good Doctor. And if they don't like my Doctor, then hey, that's their prerogative to not like something about the show. That's what makes these shows so great, is that they can, cause conversation. But no, he has to tell them, if you don't like it, don't watch it, go touch grass.
Or
well
they're
done,
not, or they're not,
well
you're not
done,
really truly
sir.
a fan. You're not really truly a fan. And he also said basically that quote from the Variety article. If you're like anyone that has a problem with someone who's not a straight white man, like I said, that,
honestly, who are you to tell me what kind of fan I can and can't be?
Yeah.
I can be a fan of the show and not like something about the show.
Yeah.
You want people talking about the show and getting conversations about it. Those are actual fans of the shows who like to spend their time actually talking about a show that they like, or don't
Pretty
like.
Pretty
right?
much.
Those are the fans of the show. They're actually, it's causing conversation. These are people that are taking time out of their day, not only to watch the show, but to talk about it. To talk about the show that they're either liking or not liking, and discussing reasons why.
Mm-hmm.
Not I'm going to take whatever you give me and accept it and like it no matter what. No, those aren't. That's a type of fan, but that is a type of we call them stans who will just like it just to like it, just because it is what it is.
Which is, I love how I love how that when I say those people, I mean the SJWs and so forth have commandeered the word stan. Oh, I'm going to stan this. I'm going to stan that. And I'm like, you do realize it comes from an Eminem song. It's not a good thing because the stan in that song was a fucking unhinged fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a good thing to say you're a stan.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. We're kind of technically talking about the show because we're talking about the lead actor who not only tells people, hey, if you don't like it, don't watch it, go out and touch grass, but also telling the people that if you have a problem with someone who's not a straight white man playing the character, and there's maybe a fringe element of the Doctor Who fans who do have a problem with the fact that he's not a straight white man. And when I say fringe, I mean like on the outskirts. Everyone I've seen complaining, criticizing where the show is heading has nothing to do with the casting. It's nothing to do with the fact that they went that route with the Doctor. It's nothing to do with at all, but the socio-political preaching still within the storytelling. Telling like, you know, it's like, you know, like if you are a straight white man, you are the holy trinity of evil, pretty much. You're misogynistic, or and so forth, right? Like, you know, racist, things like that. It's like, basically like it's the agenda it's the agenda in the stories. There's nothing to do with necessarily with the casting. If they told good stories, if the storytelling was good in the series, I doubt very seriously that we would see much of anything in regards to any like criticism to the show. People might criticize like the obviously agenda casting for the the current Doctor, but if the storytelling is good, then they wouldn't fucking care. It'd be like, yeah, this is agenda
funny
casting.
because like any new actor, any actor that gets cast in a certain role, especially a role that's been around for years and years and years and has been played by different actors, right?
Yeah.
The character of Batman is the same thing, right? Whenever a new actor is announced who is going to be playing Batman, they're going to get criticized by the fans of these characters. Everybody's been, I mean, a lot of actors have gotten criticized when they started in a role. Why? Because of that passionate fan base. They want somebody who is going to do this character justice. Okay. So there's always like, they're going to compare their previous works. They're going to talk about and compare them to previous doctors who have played the role, or previous, you know, actors that have played the role of Batman. They're going to be compared. Whether you like it or not, sir, you're going to be compared and judged by fans of this show.
Yeah. Now, again, I mean, like, you know, reiterate, like, going off of what you said, like his initial casting, yes, there's people like the passionate fans are going to like perhaps criticize, judge to a degree the casting before the story, like the show even comes out, because they are comparing the current casting to what's come before, what they've liked before, and things like that, you know, what they've known before. But if the storytelling had been good, if he had done the character justice, if they had done the whole like justice to the series, even with the casting, then guess, like, I don't know why it's hard for studios to figure this out. Give these people good stories, do the characters justice, and whatever reservations they would have, maybe to a degree, they would still have them. But guess what? They'd be talking about your show in the positive. Like, oh, I'm so not exactly a fan of this current Doctor, but I like this storyline, or I like where they're going with this character, or I like where they're going with this. Pretty much, like they'd be talking about this in the positive, and not the. Whenever I see people talking about it on X, it's tweet after tweet after tweet of like, you know, what the fuck are they doing? Nothing positive about the current direction of this series. Nothing positive that I've seen. And like I said, they brought David Tennant back just to eviscerate his character on screen, literally, you know, both, you know, basically psychologically and physically, just about pretty much. Yeah, just prove us wrong. Just prove us wrong. Yeah. So that's what I was like, you know, I'm seeing this on X. I'm seeing like this this tweet, and I'm like, yeah. So that'll bring people back to watching your show. Yeah, tell them to go touch grass. Tell them if you don't like it, don't watch it. Tell them like they were never truly fans of the series. The ones that have basically been watching the fucking show since season 1, just about. Tell them they've never truly been fans. Yeah, that'll fucking work. That'll work. Mr. Bentham says Capaldi was the last great Doctor, even though his companion Bill was insufferably woke. They're still going. Yeah, and Percy Jackson's author destroying his own work. And then even then attacking people who were criticizing it. So yeah. Yeah, tell Nerdrotic he's not a real fan. So, tell us we're not real fans if we criticize anything with DC, the direction DC's going. Or Marvel fans who've grown up with these characters, tell them they're not real fans. Bring back gatekeeping. Anyway. Are you looking forward to Craven, Steph?
I honestly thought that movie already came out.
It says not come out. It is not come out.
Every time I see a Craven article, I'm like, didn't that movie already come out? I feel like that movie already came out and just bombed. It didn't. It hasn't released at all.
No, it hasn't released at all. Not only has it not released at all, it's been pushed back to December.
Seriously, they need to just either drop it on streaming or, go the way of Batgirl. Like, just write it off. Because who cares? Who cares about that movie? Why do they keep pushing it? Why
I don't know. Especially because it's not everything I saw in the trailer. I was like, this is not Craven. This is not Craven. What are you doing? What are you doing with this character? And I'm sorry, I do not see Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven. He's too small. Like, Craven's supposed to be like not exactly massive, but pretty much like almost a Hulk in his own right, pretty much, like, tall and foreboding and menacing and strong. He hunts other hunters because he wants to, like, basically, like, he wants a challenge and things like that. That's why he's called Craven the Hunter. So it's not because he's an animal lover. It's because he, like, wants the challenge. Yeah. It's weird, Mike. I don't know what they're doing with the Chucky show. I haven't watched it, but then I saw shit that they were doing, and it's weird. It's weird. But thank you for the $5 super chat. That's why he hunted Spider-Man. Because he saw a challenge. Yeah, I could see Braun Breaker as Craven. But not Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's too small. Like, he can buff up all he wants. He's too small.
I honestly don't give a shit about this movie.
Yeah, it was supposed to be August 30th, and now it's been pushed to December 13th.
It doesn't say why. Sony has
not been postponed until December. That means it'll take the place of Sony's Karate Kid reboot, which has been pushed to May 30th, 2025. In Craven the Hunter's place, Sony has slotted the Jason Blum horror film They Listen, which stars John Cho, Catherine Watterson. I have no idea what this movie is, They Listen, but it's from Blumhouse, from Jason Blum.
Do you think they replaced it with that movie because they think that movie could do better, or do they want a Christmas audience? Maybe they want a Christmas audience for that.
I'm saying reflective of confidence. I think they want the Christmas audience.
Yeah,
they want to release it just close enough to Christmas that once kids are out of school, they're going to bank on parents taking the kids to go see it, and people, like, off from, like, work for Christmas vacation.
When was it? It was slated for August
30th.
Okay, so kids
30th.
would be
about the time the kids would be going back to school.
Yeah, they'd be going back to school. That's end of summer right there. So yeah, I mean, they're banking on the Christmas audience.
Yeah, so that's what Blumhouse is going to suck. Blumhouse does not have a good track record.
Shelve it. Just put it on streaming.
At this point, just put it on streaming.
Who is clamoring for a Craven the Hunter movie? I don't think anybody really is.
No, it's like no one was clamoring for a Madam Web movie, and yet we still got it.
Yeah.
But we're getting Craven the Hunter as well. Pretty much, just drop it on streaming, or hell, drop it at the beginning of summer. Like, don't push it back, push it forward a little bit. That way, kids are out of school. If you really want to bank on that audience, like, to have it as a full-on.
Maybe it's too close. Maybe it's too close to that Madam Web, release, and they're like, we need to put more time between Madam Web and Craven the Hunter.
So they forget about the bad taste of Madam Web. The hero movie is coming out the same time as Craven. It won't. See, the thing is, like, no one's really clamoring as big of a fan base as the Tolkien, the Lord of the Rings fan base is. Like, no one's really been clamoring for that Rohirrim movie either. And from what I'm seeing, I have like huge reservations when it comes to that War of the Rohirrim film. I have huge reservations hearing what they're doing with that movie. I do not see it being, maybe animation, maybe style wise it'll be good, but story wise I have serious doubts. Doubts.
I have everything in my cart to make Mara her skin suit. I am going to buy this for Mara. I'm gonna make it.
Thank you. Yeah, Rohirrim, like in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's called War of the Rohirrim, which is based on like a. Here, hold on. I'll show you. I'll check. Hold on. I'll be right back. I can get the book off my shelf.
Mara keeps going. She keeps leaving her stream.
I'll be back in like a minute, girl. Hold on.
She keeps leaving her stream. God damn it. She's not sitting still. Mara's like, I can't sit still in this stream today. Let me go. Let me leave. Mara. Look, it's been more than a minute, okay?
I'm back. I literally even have it marked. This is the story it's based on.
Like, where the fuck are you going again, Mara?
Mm-hmm. See.
It wasn't
right
15 seconds. It was so long.
Starts about here, chat. Okay. And goes to about here. So, not even 2 pages. Not even quite 2 pages. It's that story. That's what the War of the Rohirrim is about, pretty much. It's about Helm Hammerhand. One of the first in Middle-earth lore to introduce another character to the philosophy of fuck around and find out. Yeah, like, so you'll get a kick out of this stuff. The fuck around and find out is he actually killed a man with 1 punch. He like Helm Hammerhand punched this man, and the man died as a result of that. Wow. He's like one of the first in Middle Earth lore for the fuck around and find out philosophy. But yeah, it's an anime style film, pretty much. He's like literally a 1 punch man in Middle Earth lore. Naaman solo December release is reflective of not bothering to watch it for me. Pretty much. Yeah. Abomination, hello. So I was back in less than a minute. And Nosferatu is also in December too, which I'm not exactly like looking forward to it, but at the same time I'll most likely see it because I do like the original Max Schreck Nosferatu, the silent film. So we'll see what this new Nosferatu is like. And yes, Stieg killed a fish with 1 punch once. Yes. So I have one more article, technically, because there wasn't a lot to talk about that I could see. So who's watched Velma?
Not I.
I'm gonna.
The only Velma that I've watched,
I would ban you.
I've only watched Disparu's reviews for Velma.
Yeah, like we kind of live vicariously through Disparu's reviews of certain series, pretty much. So I haven't watched the first season, but apparently, like, this is spoilers for anyone watching it, even though I don't know anybody in the chat who would really care. But Velma Season 2 shock finale death finally gives series haters a reason to celebrate. We're haters, Steph. Disparu's a hater, apparently. And this finale death gives them this reason to celebrate. More entertaining to watch turtles humping. You know, I need to get a clip from that Dr. Dolittle movie with Eddie Murphy where he figures out what's wrong with that tortoise and like why he's like Like he's not aroused by his partner, and he figures it out. And like you see the tortoise is like slowly walking towards his partner, and he's like, get ready. I'm like, have you seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
You need just for that. You need to find that scene alone, because like I just think about that. I just think about that scene. Also, I know they brought Scrappy in. Yeah, they brought Scrappy in, but not Scooby, which is I'm fine with. Don't ruin Scooby Doo. Yeah, Dr. Dolittle. Eddie Murphy did a Dr. Dolittle remake. This is like years ago. Which is actually I enjoyed that movie. But yeah, apparently Velma's shocking death has unexpectedly brought praise and redemption, sparking intense reactions among fans. So I guess Velma, the titular character, literally, for this series, met her end at the end of this current season. Like this one right here says, this scene makes me so ridiculously happy. Why would Mindy Kaling let her series end like this, with Velma dying in the most embarrassing way possible?
Oh, she died?
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert, Mara.
I did say spoiler alert.
Oh, I didn't hear.
She's so busy looking at skin suits. She's not paying attention. I did say spoilers.
I am. I'm looking at skin suit.
Well, let's see. Like, I'm just gonna click on this. I don't know what it's like. Let me see if this clip will play.
Is that Scrappy Doo?
Yeah.
What the heck? I have no idea what's happening at that show.
I have no idea.
To cause that end, but
Scrappy. Like, what the
Scrappy Doo.
There it is. Yeah, they kill off the lead character of a show no one cares about. The internet when Scrappy Doo kills Velma. Let's see what this is. I don't know what the hell is that? Okay. Scrappy Doo when he finally starts to receive love for killing Mindy's Velma after decades of being hated and treated as a joke. I love this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, so okay, I want to play this Velma's Dead media.
That's so like, isn't that so just terrible? You've created this character that is so hated by people that they're celebrating when your character dies.
Yeah.
Like, I tell you as an artist, as a storyteller, that your character is so fucking hated. People are celebrating their death.
Celebrating her death and going, you actually made Scrappy Doo. You actually made me love Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when he was hated. To the point where it's like they even touched on that in the live action Scooby Doo movie. They even touched on that. It was like how disliked his character was.
That is so fucking funny. That is so hilarious. People fucking hate Velma so much that they're celebrating her death. I wonder if like fans of Velma are gonna be like, oh my god, look, they're promoting toxicity. Like people are celebrating the death of this girl character. See, do you see how bad it is that we can't even have a girl character, die? Yeah, I bet.
I'm waiting for those articles. I have not seen them yet. Because I did kind of do a Google search for Velma season 2 news to see if anybody was talking like that. I've not seen that yet, but given all the celebrating happening on Twitter, I'm fully prepared for an article like from like the Gamer or Mary Sue or Jezebel, like one of those fucking sites, to come out and like point out the misogynistic celebrations going on X as a result of like what happened at the end of season 2.
So dumb.
So that's pretty much all I have as far as news goes. I do have like one positive I'm looking forward to that I'm going to try my damnedest to see, because I know, like, you know, I don't know if you're aware, Steph, of how big of a Lord of the Rings fan I am.
I had no clue.
No clue. But for those who do not know, who have not caught wind of this news, who are also Lord of the Rings fans, they're re-releasing not only the extended editions in theaters, but 4K in theaters. So Warner Bros. Discovery is re-releasing the films with Fathom events at certain AMC, Regal, and Cinemark theaters around North America beginning June 8th. Then on Sunday, June 9th, comes Two Towers. Then the final chapter screens Monday, June 10th, with the Return of the King. So I'm going to try my damnedest to see him that weekend. Depends on depends on the times, but I'm going to hopefully try. See it. So Noise, I'm betting season 2 was done because of contract reasons, but they're making sure there's no season 3. We'll see. So
hopefully there's no season 3. Good God.
Yeah. So
hopefully there's no season 3. People are celebrating the death of your character. Like, no, that's not a good thing.
No.
I wonder if she's dead or if they're going to like put her, because I didn't see it, so I honestly don't know. Is she officially dead or is she like in a coma? And that's how the next season starts. If they get a season 3.
If they get a season 3, it's going to be revealed that she was basically just knocked into a coma of sorts, pretty much. But as of now, for all intents and purposes, the character is dead, and people are celebrating that she is, which is very, very, very sad. Very sad. I asked what heathen said to watch the theatrical cuts first, when at this point it's moot. Just watch the extended editions.
I don't think he wanted to watch it because of like time.
So they're not short regardless. They're really not short regardless. And at this point, like I said, it's moot. Just watch the extended editions. Playing it off as a dream. I mean, if they get a season 3, then there's definitely going to be a quote unquote explanation for what happened, pretty much. But as of now, I have not seen any announcement for a season 3. Right now, it's just, for all intents and purposes, it's like season 2 and they're done. So, but yeah, I'm with you, Tyler. Yeah, hopefully some properly or live faces will flatten. I agree, but like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. I do get where you're coming from, Michael's Asylum, that they're milking the franchise, but at the same time, it's something I would look forward to seeing again in theaters, since I really haven't watched them in theaters since they were released. And like, regardless of whether or not they were 4K or what, if they were like released extended editions in theaters, I would watch them. I would like watch them regardless, just because I love the movie so much. I have not seen them in theaters for like literal first one came out in 2001, pretty much. So, 2 decades roughly. I've not seen them in theaters. Watch them like that. I would do it. I would honestly do it. I don't care if they're milking the franchise or not at this point. In that regard, I would watch it in theaters because I want to kind of go back to the time that I did see these movies in theaters. So, and they do this a lot. They do this a lot as part of Fathom events. They re-released Alien. They re-released Jaws. They do this a lot with older film, with the films. So they'll release them as part of Fathom events. So I don't think it's necessarily that they're milking the franchise. I do think that they are kind of wanting to gin up hype for the Lord of the Rings film. They'll be coming out like several months later. So basically, like re-release the Lord of the Rings movies they know people love, but at the same time, I don't see them as milking the franchise. I don't see them as milking the franchise in that regard. So, and many other films are being re-released too. So I would I would do it. Yeah, they re-released Die Hard and Christmas, so it's like this is not the first time that they've re-released films, and it kind of makes sense that they would be re-release them. So, but that's just my philosophy. But we gotta start wrapping it up so I have time, and I'm not yelled at by my DM for D&D because we're continuing the Shangri-La mission. And hopefully finishing it today. So I think they want to expose new people to the trilogy. I can see that as well. Basically, by doing that. So, but hey, Sentai Ranger Donnie, good to see you. And we're just wrapping it up. Yeah, well, he tells me firmly by threatening to have an animal meet an untimely end in the campaign. That's what he does if I'm not on time, because he knows he knows that pisses me off. Your DM sounds like a tool. Anyway,
Don't talk about it.
But anyway, yes, I do have D&D, the Call of Cthulhu, Shangri-La mission. So Mara's DM is wrong about the fifth element. But Steph, if you have any streams planned coming up later today or anything like schedule wise that you have coming up?
If I could get my Elgato fixed, if I can get that fixed, then I will probably stream Stellar Blade again later on this evening.
All right. Awesome.
On YouTube, on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So all three platforms. I probably will not, I mean, unless the chat decides to get me drunk, I probably will not be taking like really big shots like I was the last time. Dude, I was like filling my glass.
Okay, this
I was filling my, it was a glass too. I was filling it up. I was just like throwing them back.
Big Jono, yes, tabletop for the win. Yes, for the fucking win. But those aren't shots, Steph. Shots are like this. Yeah, like
I know. Usually because I have such a big glass, I'll take like, small. But this time around, I was like, I'm just gonna throw them back. I don't care. This is gonna be a fun stream. So yeah, I need to have my wits about me.
Arguably, when I'm drunk, I tend to bowl better.
I game better. I play video games better when I drink, which is why I'm like, you know what? Just toss a coin. All right. Help your girl play better.
Toss a coin to your streamer for shots.
Lewis says Steph's drinking normal sized people drinks, forgetting she's 4 feet tall. Yeah.
Pretty much. Just like a hobbit, like this, sir, is a pint. And it's like
this is a pint.
It's like this big in comparison to her. That's what it's like. All right. Normally I would be streaming later on this evening, but because I have to get up on the early side tomorrow. Oh my, what? Look
what Nyland said. He said she thinks she plays them better. Memory is funny.
Like your chat is like plays better.
Hey, I do play better.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying your chat going, yes, plays better. It's like sure.
Yeah, if I can get my Elgato fixed, if I can fix it, then I will play Stellar Blade later on this evening. If I can't fix it, one of two things will happen. Either the Elgato that's in my system is also broken. Then I will probably just not stream tonight. But if it works with my Switch, then I'll do like Mario Kart with the chat tonight. But if it doesn't work with my Switch, then because I haven't tested that out yet. I haven't checked to see if it's just a PlayStation problem or if it's just an Elgato problem.
Mhm.
So I need to check and see if it plays, if it does the Switch. If it works with the Switch, then it's some setting on the PlayStation that I need to fix. But if it doesn't work with the Switch, then I probably just won't stream tonight because I need to fix that problem.
Right. And like I said, normally I stream like Sunday evenings, but because I have to get up on the earliest side, I'm just going to be doing a watch party on my Discord. So if you have Discord and you like just hanging out, watching films, I basically like share my screen. And tonight we'll be watching the first of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy movies. But Spider-Man. What's today? Sunday. I think Friday I did like a double watch party of Fat Man and Violent Night. So that was interesting, double feature. But yeah, like I tend to do like watch parties every so often when I don't feel like streaming, when I need a break, and when I feel people like, just want to relax, not hear about cringe pop culture news or anything like that. So we'll be watching Spider-Man this evening, but I should be back to streaming tomorrow evening about 8 p.m. Eastern or so with Mass Effect Legendary Edition and Rhea Ripley inspired goth makeup look for the goth femme shep plays on Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So you get to see Caden, Trey. You get to see Caden again. But anyway, so thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. Next week, it'll be and I do have to watch Paint Your. I'm going to watch Paint Your Wagon this week. So thank you for the $5 super chat, Tara Crystal. I just didn't have it like this prior week was basically spring cleaning and spring yard work essentially. So I did not have a chance to watch it, but I am going to watch it this week. So Paint Your Wagon, because he did something, basically asked us to watch it, and I am going to watch it. So Trey's happy about that. Yes. Looks like Stellar Blade is 14th on Twitch with 43K watching right now. Yeah, it's a new game. People were anticipating it. People are anticipating it. So, but I'm probably going to hold off just a little bit on playing it. Just hold off a little bit on playing that game. But I do want to try my hand at it. But next week, it'll be on Steph's channel. And don't worry, Michael, I will send her a reminder Friday, maybe even Saturday as well. But I will send her a reminder saying, don't forget, it's on your channel. And don't forget, it's at this time.
Okay.
I am going to send her a reminder. But thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And we will see you all next week. And hopefully Steph gets her Elgato fixed so you can watch her play either Stellar Blade or Mario Kart tonight. So take care. Peace. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.